So here you can see that everything is working the way that we want. But we wanted to add in some coloring or some bold at least on the name, just so that we have something going on. Hey there, Piku Fighter, how are you doing? I'm doing great. You can see that we got our primary chat up. Hey there, Legend Studio, bring back my music. How are you doing, Legend Studio? I have to take the music away when it's going up on YouTube, unfortunately. But part of this bot and this application will be incorporating kind of a jukebox feature. And that should resolve a lot of the frustration. Because trust me, I'm with you because I'm listening to it and I really like it. But I don't like that it gives me licensing problems. Back in my main computer and study town now. Okay, so if I look here at the index in chat, you can see that the one that had the username is this. And what we want here is the font weight. We want this to be bold, right? And then we probably want to give it a color, depending on... So let me see. If I just wanted to look, I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I'm great. I was just grooving to your tunes. CS sharp with CSS. Piku Fighter, yeah, this is for the front end. So the front end of ASP.NET website is still done in HTML and CSS and JavaScript, and then it also incorporates something called Razor, which is little HTML helpers in there that allow you to do certain things and manipulate controls, and then you can also incorporate C# code directly into it. Is that on Spotify or Pandora? That's on YouTube. This is, it's called Bass Boosted Remix playlist, and a lot of times it comes from Trap Nation. So now if we were to reload this, you can see that in fact we are getting this bold. So the next piece that I want is, I want to see if I can grab a color, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. So if I look down here at the library for modules BLL, it's in here under my BLL, nothing with a model. And when I look here at a message received, so here, let's take a look at E. So what am I grabbing here? This is the bot name. This is the display name of this guy. We have the channel. We have the color here. So do I really have to assign each color? What would be the easiest way to do that? Assign hex code to a div. Somebody knows how to do this real quick, because I need it to do it randomly, or I mean based on, I could do it with classes. I think that would be my way, but that's really annoying. Well, you could add it with a font color. This would probably work the best. Can you just add this with hex? Yeah. So let's do this. This is much easier. So here in the MVC, we want to look at the area that has the views, and we want to look at the index here. And so when we are appending this class, I think I just add this Can I just do a font color? Could I just do like a message username dot font color. Well, you have to select this thing, right? So here, you could just select this. Good morning, Serial Killers 1918. How are you doing today? Oh, you could just do this. Message username dot style dot color equals, and then you just should be able to pass in the message dot Twitch message dot user dot color or something. And then you're going to double check all that here. So I want to make sure that I'm setting the color. So that happens here in the BLL here. We don't need this in here. And then this one's going to have a color, which is a string. And we actually want to put that on the original user for everything. So let's assign that here. Oh, it's actually just going to give me the color as a hex code. Just like that, right? Easy enough. So this should be the hex code. And so then when I'm exposing this, we're going to save on this for just a second. And then we want to do a console.log of my message. Are you using a short keyboard? No, I'm only just showing half of it. Good, good. I'm doing great. Thanks. Here we go. I gotta add some cream and sugar to that. So that's the web API. We need the MVC and then the service. I got the new microphone. It came in. I'm waiting for the mixer to work with it, and then we can put the shotgun mic either up there or over there, and then that should stop all the air conditioner noise. Let the MVC load. I wonder why this thing, well, it's fine now. So we should just be able to break and look at one of these. Twitch message, user, color. We probably want the hex code. So let's change that. And now we can uncomment this. We wanted to look at this view model of message. So we want to look at this one. Hold on. I got myself confused just a second. It's the color on user. So that's in the, nope, it's in the modules under alley chat, under library, under lib. We want to look at view models. Under user view model, you have one called a string. And then we're going to say color hex. Same thing here. This one's going to be a string of your color hex, right? And then also you have to add in your username. And probably a user ID, but that's fine. So now your provider hex, that would go in, you're going to get a build error. We fixed that. We should be good to go. Hey, it's the Surfry. I've been great, man. How are you doing? You have a number pad, do you? Yeah, I have a number pad over here. How you been, man? It's been a long time. I'm actually doing an ASP.NET project right now. So actually, it's a pretty big one if you want. Hang out. It's pretty cool. So this one, this needs to be changed over to a... Sorry. This one, chat message color. This is a hex. Let's go ahead and... All right, and then we're going to run. Hey there, Hisrock. How are you? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please pop them in. Check us out, discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com, and also all of these videos are available up to YouTube, so you make sure to check those out. And that's the link there. We don't have enough follows yet to get the direct, but almost. Been busy. I've been working on React and Redux, made a few apps now, really liking it. I haven't really worked with React, unfortunately, but I've still been doing mostly the .NET framework. But I'm thinking for my next project, I'm either going to switch over to Core or be pushing out. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. How do you use JSON? JSON is a type of data. It's a data structure. So if you look at something like this. Okay. So if you look at this, this represents data, and I could write this in a class in C#. So this, I'd make a class called widget, and in widget, I'd have a string here or a bool called debug. I'd have a window in here. This would be another class. This class would have 3 strings, or I guess a title and a name would be a string, and these 2 would be integers, right? And for each one of these different properties. Now, if I wanted to take this data and I wanted to send it to you, I could send it in memory and everything kind of stores it different, but this is a universal format where I could do what's called serialize it, where I write it into like a string form where it's really straightforward. Thank you, Hisrock, for the follow. And then I can send that to you, and then if you have a copy of the model, you can deserialize it really simply. There's another data format called XML, which is out there, and XML is still widely used. It's more structured than JSON, but that's actually why I feel like the strength is in JSON. It's because it's very lightweight. There's not additional characters, and then also it's very dynamic. So you could just continue to add things to it. Like if I have a web API, I can just continue to add properties to this, and you'll get larger objects that are coming out of it. That's with polymorphism. So I really like JSON myself. I hope that helps. JSON looks like JS. Really easy to work with. JSON.stringify. No, I know what it is, but I'm just having a problem. Oh, what's the problem? I don't understand what your problem is with it. So we wanted to make sure that we got this. We're running? I think we're running, right? I don't know how much we got running. I don't have the service running, so let's get this running again. 1, You get post, yeah, as long as it's valid and, you know, family friendly. Try it again. And then we want to add the LA chat here. Awesome, dude. It's good to have you back. That hurricane? I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember 100%, but not sure. Hope everything turned out okay. Okay, here's the MVC. When is this going to connect? There it is. Seems like it's gonna probably be displaying twice for some reason, but that's because of that breakpoint. Hey, let's try it one more time. That was real strange. 1, 2, 3. 3, and then the service. Whatever. You want to do that by code? Do you already have the JSON? Do you already have it? If you have it, then it's easy. So irritating. There, now that's gone. Also, you should have that over here. Well, it's okay. Let's try one more time. That's an annoying breakpoint. Then I think we can go back to working on the front end a little bit. Yeah, exactly, says Hisrock. I get what you have. You have a list that contains, but what is the data that you already have? Like, are you trying to write something from scratch? Are you trying to take something that you have in a model that you need to turn into JSON? Are you trying to take JSON and turn it into a model? Like, there's a lot of different applications. Just let me know which one you're trying to get. One more. You gotta stay focused here. 1. That's good. 2. Well, that's strange. That has got some weird stuff going on. Here we go. Identity. That's 1. Always start the identity first if you run into a problem, because it's probably having an issue on the Katana pipeline trying to get a token. 2. Then the MVC. You can see that this one's working now. That one's working. And then the chat. This should be better. Yeah. So is that not working for you? Or what? Okay, so this is what you have. This is great. So what do you want to do with this? You want to turn this into a class? Oh, you did that. Thank you, man. You're the best. Yeah, that looks perfect. Because then you could take this, right? And then you could bring this over into like a JSON viewer or formatter or something. Sorry, JSON, we want to do like a parser. There's one, I know which one I want. So then over here now, we can actually navigate through it. So it doesn't like in position 16, which would be that I forgot this last character. Or 16? Just a second. This one. Oh, this all needs to be in double quotes. So we could just do that real quick. So this needs to be like a, we're gonna, there's no search and replace on this. Everything's got to be in double quotes. See, and I use these validators a lot when I'm doing stuff by hand. It's telling me that it's got a format error where at the very end, yeah. There it is. So now it's valid that it turned green, and so now we can actually parse it. And so you could see that I could like break it down, and yeah. When you start a program, you can create a subject, and when you close the program, the subject will still be there just in JSON file, right? It's a JS array of objects, so you have to change some of that for JSON. Yep, okay, I am programming in C#, sorry. Okay, so now you can take this, right? And now let me show you this trick. You can do like a JSON to classes, and you can say C#, right? Just stay with me. And then you can paste this, since it's valid now, and we can generate it. This right here is your list of what you could actually just serialize straight out. And you could even save additional time, and I'll show you in a second. I first want to check my chat. I want to show you one more trick. Because if we look at the chat, it should be working with color now. No, we're probably getting tons of errors. Because it says that it doesn't have this color hex, right? In the MVC area index where you're assigning this in the JavaScript, it's a color hex. Message username is not found. Okay, well let me stop this for a second because this is wrong. But what I can show you is like if I wanted to make a new class. If you recall, I have that JSON saved in my clipboard, right? So I can do this special thing where I go edit, paste special, paste JSON as classes. And now this is my complete serialized object ready to go. And I can just plug this right into JSON, the Newtonsoft JSON, and I can serialize and deserialize my data right there. And that's it. I can pretty much assume it's good to go, assuming that it doesn't have like integers in there when you don't need them. That's been a problem for me. Okay, so we're good there. If you want to push that to a database, I use Entity Framework for that, and all the videos are up here on the YouTube, and I go through it all, and they're labeled. But yeah, definitely Entity Framework, and start slow. Okay, so here, this was telling me that it didn't like this message username style color, because this is an element called a span. Do you have to add that as a class here or something? So here, we're just going to do a log here first, just to see what happens. Let's try running it again. We don't need that. We do need the backend though. That's here. Wait, so I need to create a class, but how can I create, for example, a subject and call it programming? How can I transfer that from code to JSON? That. Those are the two ways that I do it. Okay. The next one was the MVC. If you guys haven't yet, please click the follow. Check us out. Discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Also, all these videos are up on YouTube. Undefined. Color hex. Under user. So I think you just have a typo. Message, Twitch message, user. Still says undefined. Oh no, now it's fine. Message username is not defined. Okay, let's do a console.log on this and see if we can get anything. For how annoying JavaScript is, it's really nice not having to compile each time. Alrighty, man. Let's talk offline. Are you in the? I don't know if you're still there. Tell me when you're back. I wonder if you have to do this with CSS. Oh my god. I have a capital N. Boom, fixed. Fixed. That's nice, right? So one thing we need it to do is we need it so that it can change channels, or that the bot is always parsing to make sure that new channels are coming in correctly. So over here in program, when you do this, not this one, it's in your BLL. I know you're going to need one here called calculate max Twitch join speed milliseconds. And here, channels joined. So here, when you disconnect, I think you want to do a for each. No, it doesn't matter. Twitch client.disconnect. It doesn't matter. We'll worry about that one later too. The one that I wanted to change was it's when you do something called not in the you have something in here called I need to oh my god it's actually right here. It's actually just right here. You're kind of dumb for not seeing that. This needs to be a on timer polling event. You're going to create your bot connections. Here we go. So now if a connection client exists, check to make sure that all the clients are joined, right? Why is it not formatting correctly here? Hold on. Okay, so now what you want to do, so for each one of my routed that I've created in here, I want to get the BLL here, var BLL alley chat, right, equals, and now it's going to be my BLL's alley chat dot where s is equal to my s dot twitch routed dot twitch user ID. So you could definitely just do this. This is going to be where, and this is going to be single or default. So if this is equal to null, then you want to make a new one. Otherwise, you already have it. So now when you look at connect to Twitch here, on connected, you're going to do this, join channels registered. Perfect. So on channels registered, you're going to this one. So for each one of these channels now, what you want to do is if my channels joined dot any S, where my S dot channel ID is equal to channel dot so if there is not anyone in there that is currently not there, then you want to add this one in here. Join channels registered. And now, and this needs to be a public, and then it also needs to be in the interface, right? Hey there, Ultra Omega Slippery Tomato. Thank you for coming and checking out the channel. If you have any questions, please pop them into the channel. Got a really active and supportive community. Appreciate you being a part of it, man. Right there. Like that. Is this an awaitable thing? I don't think so. It's not. We still probably want to get this connection event at some point. Why is on-channel events required? It's not. It's not. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. Can you repost that link? Hold just a second. Yeah, can you repost that? Okay, that's the web API. We need the MVC and then the service. Hey there, Slayer Darth. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I think you've been in here before. You at least sounds familiar. Someone that sounds like you. And then that one, maybe. All right. Wait for it. No. Which one is it? Wait, where? Program 135. This. Ha! That would totally do it. So this is called a concurrent bag. Yeah, I kind of have programming streams on the background these days while I work on my own projects. So no, this isn't right. What you need to do here is you need to add something called Newtonsoft JSON. And then this isn't JSON mapper, this JSON convert. You should look at the code that I pasted in channel. It's explicit. I didn't make mistypes in that. Alright. So there is no remove here. So then, if it's not in here, what you need to do is you need to make a new bag, right? So you... And it's going to be another concurrent bag, right? Oh no, this one's just going to be a list, right? Temp list, right? And what you need to do here is you need to do a new list and you need to pass in your... You don't like that. This should be a concurrent bag. And that's going to be of a type IBLL alley chat. And then here, no, you should do it this way. Because otherwise you're not going to have a reference to be, and you're just going to lose it, right? Then here what you want to do is you want to do a temp bag.add, call it your client, right? Otherwise down here you want to do this thing where you remove it. Okay, so let me think about this. So you're getting this temporary bag of these clients here, and then you're adding it. But you don't necessarily want to do that. You mostly want to do a list of the ones that you're deleting. So this is going to be a list here. So if it's not in there, then you want to do this. Yeah, that's right. Otherwise, now what you want to do is you want to take your client. You should have like a disconnect. Is this awaitable? This should probably be awaitable, right? No, that's fine. Var temp delete. Disconnect. Like that, right? And then you want to add this one in here. Because then after you're all done with this, then you're going to have your BLL alley chat is equal to your temp bag. And then you want to do a temp disconnect dot for each. And then what you want to do is an S where this is going to be this little lambda thing. And then you want to do a S dot disconnect from Twitch. And then you want to do a... this is going to be a new list. I'm sorry, it's a new concurrent bag, right? Sorry, I know that there's probably stuff in the chat. I just want to finish this real quick. IBLL alley chat. Like that, because there's a... like that. And then we're going to disconnect, and then we want to do a s.dispose. S equals null. I don't think it's going to let me do that. But you can just do like a temp disconnect dot clear. That should be fine now. So now you're making sure here that, okay, let's give it a try. I'm going to delete the database so that this is actually going to be a fair test. This one. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, it's been taking me a little bit. Who is this Jason that you speak of? I know, I asked my wife. I was like, hey, can we name our son Jason? And she's like, I did this tutorial, so I don't know, but thank you so much. The Jason is ruining my day right now. Look up Newtonsoft JSON. Just type that in. It's really, really simple to use that and really straightforward, and I think it'll do exactly what it is you're looking for painlessly. It's the #1 most downloaded library in .NET. I just want to put it like that. So if you go to your project and then you right-click and you go to Manage NuGet Packages and you look at Browse, it'll be the very first one right there. Okay, let's go ahead and try it. There's one. Oops, you forgot to recreate the database, so that's easy. We have to look at the domain code first, and we do an update database. I have a question of my own. I mostly code on either Mac or Linux. I'm often running various Windows virtual machines to test client sites against IE, so I'm pretty much platform agnostic, but do you have any recommendations for package managers on Windows? You mean for like implementation? I usually just use .NET and then I do manual implementation, but use your own VMs. I'm using Amazon Web Services for those same things, but it's easy to code them, so I'm running various Windows VMs. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm testing against IE, so I'm platform agnostic. That makes sense. Okay, do you have any recommendations for package managers on Windows? Package managers. So I'm not necessarily sure that we do 100% with package managers. I think what you're looking for is something like Linux, where you use something like NPM, so Node. Okay, so I think what you're looking for, Slayer Darth, is called Node.js, and you want to look for something called Gulp or Gulch or something like that. Anything that says NPM, which is a Node package manager, and I think that that's what you're looking for. I mean console-based package managers for installing Windows packages. PowerShell. It comes with Windows. PowerShell scripting, PS1. That's the name of the file. Be very careful. You can break everything in Windows with that. But that's it, PowerShell. That's what you want. Run as administrator, PowerShell. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. Web API. No, I already use NPM. I heard that Chocolatey is pretty good as a pulse in the NuGet repository. I also use NuGet Manager Package Manager. NuGet Package Manager. That's the one that I use here within Visual Studio. But I know you can do absolutely everything with PowerShell. And more. Oh yeah, I've heard PowerShell is pretty good. PowerShell comes with Windows, and it'll do absolutely everything. I mean, PowerShell is the most powerful thing there is, pretty much. There we go. I was hoping John was out there. And we also need to run the chat. Huh. Yeah, let me build with error. Let me start with errors, huh? So let's try it again. We got the resource. the MVC, and then also the bot. PowerShell Package Manager, and there's also ISE, which is for creating PowerShell scripts. Is this thing gonna load for me, or is it just gonna error or something? What's happening? Is the back end not up or something? Oh no, I have to add an account because this is new. So let me go back. That's right. Okay, let's go ahead and log out. We'll log in. I need to create the account here. I'm in. I'm going to create a stream. Remember, there it is. So we'll just create a bot for now. We're going to say that this one's going to be called LiverDev Trying. That works. And then here we're just going to say that this is called LiverDev Trying. We'll add it. It's in. That's a real thing. Now we should wait. We should see it add here. But, I mean, for most of you guys programming on Windows, most of the packages you need are built into Visual Studio anyways, aren't they? That's only for .NET developers. And they don't come built in. You still have to download them. It's exactly the same. But if you're working with, like, Node.js or whatever, then you're in the other realm. Okay, so I wonder why it's not pulling here. In the BLL chat, timer tick. Yeah, because that definitely never connected here. This should be ticking, right? It got the 1, so that's good. For each one in there, it's going to try to add it. If it's null, huh. So it did already find it. Now it's going to try to join my channels registered. So for each one in here, it never is acquiring the new ones. So I need to get this from the data access layer, right? So where are you loading the data from here? From here. So here you want to do a routed. Oh, no, you don't. You want to do a routed BLL alley chat dot channels. You need to add something in here called so when you look at this one, this one is going to be a this channels joined. So this is a I list of my, sorry, it's just going to be a I collection of my Twitch channel view model. And this one's going to be called my channels. And this is just going to be called join channel. Join or leave channels. So So for each one of these channels here in channel, then what you want to do is you want to look in here and you want to say, okay, so then what I want to do is I want to say now if my channel's joined, if there are any in there, not, where ID is equal to that, then we want to join that channel, and then we want to do a channels joined dot add channel. So now you want to do a for each var channel in my channels joined, if my channels dot any s, where my s dot id is equal to my channel dot id, you want it to do join channels anywhere in there. So here what you want to do is there should be something like a take or a try take or something, right? Now, so it's going to be any here, right? So if there is not any channel, if there is not channel joint where that is the same, then what you want to do is you want to do the same thing here where you're going to have a concurrent bag and that's going to be of my IBLL alley chat, right? Oh no, it's going to be of my channel view model. And then you need to have a because then if that is currently then there, then you want to get your temp bag dot add this channel, and else and now here you're going to have your join channels. It's going to be equal to your temp bag, and then this is a list, right? Right? What you going back? Channels joined is a concurrent bag of the Twitch channel. join channel registered is going to be my join channel, right? And that was going to be a I collection of your join or leave channels, I think is what you called it, right? Yeah. Twitch channel view model should be a channel view model. And we're going to call this view models channels. And then otherwise here you want to do your temp disconnected dot for each. This is a list as well. And then you would do an s dot Twitch client dot disconnect. Oh no, don't you have something that's like a leave channel or something? Yeah, it's called join channel. So you should have something like a leave channel. And you want to do a join channel is a channel name, which is going to be your s dot channel name dot trim dot to lower. And then you should do like a... Oh, that should be fine. Can you await that or something? Nope. Let's see here. What do you mean? By the way, who wants to guess how much RAM I have? 2 to the power of n. Bye. Blaine is awesome. Are you out of here, Vipers Recon? If you're still there, thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions, please pop them in the channel. Got a really active and supportive community. Sorry that the link is drawing attention away from the stream. My fault. He just freaks me out. We'll have to, I'll look at that after the stream. Yeah, he's kind of an interesting guy. I remember when he froze himself in ice. Join or leave channels. And now this is going to be your routed dot channels. Twitch channel routed child view model. Just a second. That's fine. Let me go check this out. Really? Channel routed child view model doesn't exist? Back here in my LA chat library, under my view models, you should have a channel child view model. Chownin. Module routed child view model. Routed child view model. That's fine. I want to go back because those are fine changes. We want to add this one in here. Channel. Let's just try this. Actually, I'm unhappy with what's happening here. I want to go back and look, because this is a Twitch channel routed child view model. So that's here. Twitch routed child, Twitch channel routed child view model. This is coming from channel routed child view model is what you want. So yeah, you do need this one. Channel routed child view model. And then you need the next one, which is the same thing but without child. And these are publics, class, and this is a base view model, right? And now my this is a public as well, and it's a base view model. And again, these are abstracts, right? And then down here, Twitch channel routed view model goes to my channel routed child view model like that. That's fine. So now this is called a channel routed child view model. And we need to look at this implementation down here. Hey there, Vivian Sesher. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, please pop them into the channel. We've got a really active and supportive community. Appreciate that. Why do I need to deserialize an object? John jumped on that. He said, in case you want to store it in its current state. Why do I serialize it then? That's how you do data transference from one source to another. If you're running something over here that's totally like running PHP or like a Node.js backend or something, and I'm running over here on ASP.NET, it's going to be really hard for us to transfer data. So we use these universal formats called JSON to transfer data, or XML, or there's a couple other ones, I think. I don't know. Those are the two that I use. So this thing here was a var Twitch channels equals my channels dot of type Twitch channel routed child view model to list. And I don't know what to do. Twitch channels to disconnect. Channel routed child view model to channel routed child view model. Why? This is for my Twitch channels, right? So here what you want to do is you want to do a new bag. No, this is fine. And now we're going to do an if my channel dot get type is equal to a type of Twitch channel routed child view model. Then you want to add this to the disconnect. And then you're going to disconnect from them here. There's also a GNU output offered by W3C Validator API. I'm not sure which programs. I think probably the Microsoft Web API probably could, the MVC Web API. Does JSON.NET have a DLL? Yeah, you go to the package manager console and you do install package newtonsoft.json, or you can right click on your package and go to manage NuGet packages and go to browse and install it there. Ah, Patrick, thank God you're here. How are you doing, man? Just realizes when you want to save data. Let's say, good explanation. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this is working now. Web API. Got an error. Because you're in Twitch right here, so this is going to be for Twitch only. Wait. This is actually a channel routed child view model. Wait. That's fine. Now that's correct. And now this channel event arguments is telling me that this wants a channel. That's fine. This one wants this. You got to finish casting these things. Thank you, Field Agreed, for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, please pop them in at the channel. Got a really active and supportive community. Appreciate you being a part of it here. Twitch routed child view model, right? Channels joined. We're gonna say that this one is my Twitch routed channel routed child view model, right? And you'll just have to do this a few more times. So maybe this should be a Twitch channel child, right? So here on a user has this number of channel child view models, right? This looks better. Now we'll have to come in and fix all of this. So channels joined now. This is actually a channel child view model, right? That looks good. We just actually want to just add that one that we just had here, right? Because it's like that, and then this one goes here. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's see what's going on here. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. JSON would be nice for caching purposes. XML is good by the same token. Looks like programming format is designed for one of the other things. JSON is really good for APIs. So it's good for any business, anytime that you're transferring data between between places. But yeah, that's a good explanation. I'm going back to lurking. Anyone familiar with WordPress? I think John is. If he is, I am Slayer Death. Oh, that's fine. Can you help me with the problem? Sure, I'll whisper you. All right, glad we got some help there. Also, we have a Discord at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Make sure you check that out. That's the main place that we all stay in communication. And then additionally, oh man, Patrick beat me to it. And then also we have a YouTube, but we don't quite have enough follows on that yet because I just started doing that, where all these videos are up. So we don't have a custom link yet, but all these videos are up. If you want, you can take a look and see anything from the start to where we currently are. Let's finish this up. This wants to be a channel routed child view model, right? Like that. Like that. And in my channel events here, this is going to be a Twitch. Like that. This should be fine now, right? Okay, here. Twitch channel routed child view model. So if I look at this thing, like that. Join or leave channels up here needs to be that one. Hey there, Maker Blaker. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, please pop them in the channel. I literally have to use CLIs for everything. CLR, CLI, common language, like DLLs. I have 1 gig RAM, can't be having Discord open. Discord runs in an HTML browser. It's very low usage. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate the help there. Okay, my Twitch user model here has a channel child view model, right? But this is a channel child view model, and this one is a channel view model in my Twitch user view model. There's also a channel, so I don't know what this is looking at here. Channel says it doesn't exist. Channel child, and this thing is a channel view model. Okay, this one's probably pretty close. Channel here is a channel view model. E channel is a channel child view model, so we want to look at this one. Oh wait, but this is a request? That's fine. Channel routed view models. Oh no, that was right the other way. This thing, my channel's joined as a different class, right? Alrighty, man. I'll see you later, the Surfire. Thanks for coming, checking us out. We'll be back all the time. Appreciate it. Channel child view model goes here. Twitch user view model. Twitch user child view model. Should be the same. And like this, right? This one needs to change in my channels joined. Where did this go? Join or leave channels here. Which is going to go from my E dot. I guess it would be my, hold on. That's okay. So once it connects, it's going to wait 15 seconds before that because you have this... Because the channels are coming from outside of here. They are. So I wonder if this is actually going to be something. Let's go ahead and run it. Hey there, Jamra. So hard to get this to load. Are you also streaming this on Twitch? I am. And also on YouTube. And then all the original videos are out on the YouTube as well. If you want, you can always check those out. Channel routed does not have a Twitch routed ID. So this one is going to be a get Twitch routed async here. So this needs to be of type Twitch channel view model. Channel routed child view model. Boom. Let's try it again. Quick question, can I do this in one class? Just 1 second. That's fine. Crap. Cannot convert from channel child view model to channel view model. There you go. Let's try it again. All right, let me see. Yeah, you would just take this one and nest it inside, but you would have to have two classes. But a lot of times sub-subject you'll use elsewhere, so I leave them as separate classes almost extensively. I did the MVC. I did the bot. Oh, pardon me. Okay, when we come over and check out the chat, I don't understand what just happened. I'm not quite exactly sure what's going on here, so let me close this. I'm going to delete the bin and the OBJ. We're going to close this, and then we'll reopen the whole thing. Look at that. Clock's 9 in the evening. Time flies when you dev. You know it, man. That's the truth. That is the truth. Okay, let's try it again. We also want this identity server almost for sure. And then the MVC. And then the service. Subscribe to your YouTube. I think I will learn a lot from you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Make sure you join the Discord as well. It's the main way that everyone stays in communication. It's a pretty lightweight, easy to use chat client. So it's in here. It's this. We'll get it right here. So it's totally saying internal server error right now, so let me go check out why. So that means that we just need the web API resource. Did I change the database? I might have changed the database. Here in my get Twitch routed async here. In the alley chat. Here it is. Error in mapping configuration. So that for sure means that I changed the database. That's a very easy fix. No. So back over here, we'll just run this one for a second. And we'll open this up in Swagger. Remember, this one has OAuth token that I don't have encrypted yet, so I'll just do it over here. Okay, it still says error. When I look at what's happening in the controller, you know what it is? It's in your mappings, just like it says. This. I'm just changing my maps here. Like that. Like that. But you did add those those two, right? You did add those two models in the domain. Or view models, I'm sorry. That was in the library view models. You added this channel routed child and channel routed, or was it? Well, here, I guess you're definitely going to go from channel. And you're going to go to channel view model. And then you're also going to go from channel. And you're going to go to a channel child view model. And then I guess you'll also go from a channel create request to a channel child view model. I don't know if that matters here so much, right? When you look here at Twitch routed, interesting. So I think this thing actually goes here in the module, like that, as a routed channel Twitch, right? Don't you have something called like a routed channel? In your domain. Let's move this back. It was fine where it was. Almost there. Let's run it one more time. Just the web API. About out of time, so I gotta finish up here. I'm running the web API right now, seeing what happens. Resolution of the dependency failed. It says this one doesn't like this one here. Let's try it again. Run it. It's gonna fire and hit. There it is. So Twitch routed view model. Says it fails here. Twitch routed channel Twitch. Oh my God, that's why. It's not anything to do with this one. I know which one it is. Did you see it too? Because I sure did. It's this one. C.create map from my user to my user view model. And then you also want to do that as a reverse map. And then you also want to do a user to your user child view model. Let's try that. Hey Javs, it's going great. How are you doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please pop them into the in. We have a really active and supportive community. Make sure you join us at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. And then also, all of these videos are up on YouTube. If you want, I can paste the link. You can check them out from the beginning and see how everything's going. Nope. This is unhappy with... I gotta look at the controller again here. Twitch routed to Twitch routed view model. Property channels. I'm going to move this one up here for just a minute. I got to get this thing solved, so just a second while we get this. That's the one it's coming from. This is the one it's going to. So up here, it's going from Twitch routed here to Twitch routed view model. It has something called a Twitch user, which is called a Twitch user child view model. But then it also says that it has one called, on the routed view model, channel routed child view model. Which means that this has to get moved back like this. This has to be called a routed channel. Because if you look at the domain here, this is coming from a base model, so this is wrong. This needs to have a new class in here called a if you look at module routed, currently module routed had a so yeah, you need to have a new class in here. And we're going to call this routed channel. And this is an abstract. And it's going to be of a type base model, right? And so now this is going to be called a module routed, right? And this one was called a channel. So now if you look back over here at module routed, this is going to have a number of routed channels, right? Okay. And this channel is going to have a number of these routed channels, right? Like that. Okay, so now if you look back at the code first context, you need to make sure that you add this in here. I want to probably change the name of this thing to be a routed channel, right? Channel routed, I'm sorry. Okay, and then we need to add it down here. After providers. Okay. And then we'll also need to add that into our bounded context in the correct module here. Okay, and then right here we need to add it again under provider. And then we also need to add it to the interface. And then we also need to put that over here on the domain context. Nope, there is none there. Looks good. So now here, when you add this channel here, which is called a channel routed, this is a type channel routed, right? Wait. Yeah. Like that. That's one. That's two. That's three. Okay. I do use Unity. We have no problem with that in the library. The Unity says program controllers, the namespace Unionsoft cannot be found. Yeah, you got to make sure that you add it from Manager Package Console. And also, I'm not sure if you have the high enough framework in Unity to make sure that you can support it. So you'll have to double check all that. This is channel routed here. Channels routed here. This is being defined here, which is right here. Let's see if that fixes everything. Here we go, let's run it. Oh no, we need to add the migration first, right? Here we go. Hold up. Okay, let's go back and fix this. Easy enough. Easy enough. Okay, we're updating that database. Come on, come on. There we go. Let's run it. Now, almost for sure, it's going to still give me that same problem, right? Because you needed to add up here your channel routed child, all of this stuff here, right? Let's try it now. Back to alert. Rob, stop breaking stuff. No, I'm just adding the correct... I don't know if you noticed, I didn't have enough abstraction in those view models. I was definitely doing channels only from Twitch and not from all the different providers. Let's see, I'm running the Swagger. Well, that worked. So now let's run our MVC. And then we'll also need to do the identity server, probably. That one did the identity server. Let's get the MVC now. And then also this. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Oops, you know why? Because I have to log out and then I have to log back in. It has to create the user because I deleted that username. Log in. Log in. Go ahead and log in here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at our bots. We're going to create one here. Interesting. So details here. And look, it did. It added it. So now I am connected here. So that worked. First, I wanted to steal this and move it up here so I don't lose it. It doesn't have any channels in it, which is fine. Okay? So this, Twitch routed over here. It's in my areas, under my alley chat, under my models, under my views. I'm sorry. It's under my views, under my Twitch routed. You had something here called details. Here, Twitch routed view model. And then this thing wants a... But what is this actually passing back here? It's this one. Twitch routed response here. Twitch routed view model. Inside of my alley chat, Twitch routed controller. Twitch routed view model. So this wants to be a channel routed view model, right? What? Sure it does. Oh, it says that it's an abstract class, so it doesn't like that. Oh, let's look at this again. It's got to be like that. And then we want to look at my Twitch routed view model, right? Which is down here under modules, under my library, Twitch routed, channel routed view model. Oh, wrong one. It's under Twitch view, Twitch routed child, Twitch routed view model. So you have it called a routed view model. Hold on. Channel routed child sub view model, right? But if you look back here at the controller, just one second. What is it returning here? Twitch routed view model. So if we came and looked at the details here and we looked at I mean, shouldn't that work? Can you just take out abstract all willy-nilly and have no errors? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about as well, Hyper. How are you, man? It's been a long time. It's good to see you. His Rock, thank you. No problem. Good to see you. Click the follow, guys, if you haven't. Appreciate the support. Really just want to get this thing finished up here. Really close. Ah. There it is, and then this one. Well, I mean, that worked. Kinda. So here, if we went to details, let's see if it works here. I mean, it added it, so that's a good sign. But I imagine that it's not going to necessarily show as good as we want. So we should probably be able to check there. And then also on this one, we could probably go to chats and just see if it's working. I don't think I have the service working yet. So this is still unhappy with me for some reason when this is running here. So I got this. It did not get, it got an error again. So one more try on that web API and that'll probably be Actually, you know what, guys? That's probably going to do it for me. I'm running out of time, so I will be back tomorrow morning. We'll be starting at 5:30 to 6, regular time, running until about 8 to 8:30. Please click the follow. That's AM, Pacific Standard Time. Please click the follow if you haven't yet. Check us out at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. That's the main way that everyone stays in communication. Also over on YouTube. And those are all the videos are up there for the very first one, and they don't have any music associated with them, and so we will get this one corrected and ready to go for tomorrow, and we'll just do a couple more front-end things and get this thing up online hopefully before the end of the week. Or actually, that's probably presumptuous because we still have to do all the message routing and then also hook it up to the Discord chat as well using discord.net, or there's that D# or something like that. And then also we have the live coding for our initial proof of concept. So until next time, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.